On this episode of Pulse, one celebrity's Halloween costume is sure to send you out of this world.
Don't lose your grip just yet. Coming up, we'll show you how one Miami Silks class is taking fitness to new heights, literally.
And finally, one Gossip Girl star is expecting a baby. You know you love him, XOXO.
Let's get those heart rates pumping because this episode of Pulse starts right now. Hello and welcome to another episode of Pulse, the University of Miami's live entertainment and lifestyle show. I'm Christopher Perez.
And I'm Addison Block. As always, we have no time to waste, so let's get you caught up on everything you need to know. Margot Robbie and her husband Tom Ackerley welcome a new little star into the family. The 34-year-old actress gave birth to a baby boy, marking the couple's first child together. Robbie announced her pregnancy back in July, and now the wait is finally over. But they're keeping his name and exact birth date a secret for now. The couple's love story began on the set of Sweet Franchise back in 2013, where Ackerley worked behind the camera as an assistant director and Robbie starred on screen. Since then, they've been one of Hollywood's most low-key couples, keeping their private life under wraps.
Uh-oh, another celebrity finds himself in a hole after taking a fall on stage. Coldplay fans got a little more action than they bargained for at their final show in Melbourne. Chris Martin took a surprise tumble on stage right into a trapdoor while reading fan signs. The video of the slip went viral in seconds. Thankfully, a quick-thinking crew member was there to catch him, to which Martin joked, quote, "That's not planned, thank you for catching me." Coldplay is currently rocking the Australian leg of their Music of the Spheres tour, which launched in 2022 and rolls on into 2025. Melbourne loves them so much, they even broke the Marvel Stadium attendance record with almost 230,000 fans. But fall or not, Coldplay is on fire, and Chris, get ready for Chris Squared because I'll be seeing you at Hard Rock Stadium next summer.
When it comes to Halloween, no one does it like Heidi Klum, and she brought some out-of-this-world energy to her famous annual party. For almost 25 years, Klum's Halloween costumes have been epic, and this year she didn't disappoint, arriving as E.T. at New York's Hard Rock Hotel. The 51-year-old model wore an elaborate animatronic costume with a moving head, big wig, and bold lipstick, paying tribute to the iconic moment in the Spielberg classic when E.T. plays dress-up. Klum wasn't alone in the fun. Her husband, Tom Cowlitz, joined her as a matching E.T., making this a cosmic duo.
It took 1 year. When I was 9 years old, the movie came out and I fell in love with the movie and I fell in love with E.T. and I thought it would be fun if both of us would be E.T. and here we are.
You know, I think this E.T. costume absolutely topped all of her other ones.
You know, I don't know, I like the worm one the best.
Really? That's a hot take.
Well, next up, Angela has all the dirt on music industry lawsuit, plus a boy band documentary you won't want to miss. Let's check it out.
Hello, music enthusiasts. Angela Sapone here, ready to take you off the record. And as usual, I have all the tea. At Pulse, we're all about finding the vibe. And thankfully for Ed Sheeran, he just aced the vibe check in the courtroom. Townsend Estate filed a lawsuit against Sheeran with claims that his hit song, Thinking Out Loud, copied a chord from the legendary song, Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. The case went to trial in New York the next year, where Ed Sheeran took the stand and insisted he would be done with music if found guilty. But luckily for fans, the jury ruled in his favor of the pop star. However, the music madness did not end there. 2 years later, Structured Asset Sales filed a separate $100 million case for the same reason. But with Sheeran's A-team lawyers, he ended up on top for the second time. The U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that Sheeran's top hit did not infringe copyrights of Marvin Gaye's song. Apparently, the only thing they have in common is a knack for getting stuck in your head. Speaking of dirty pop, we need to talk about all the latest news documentary that spills all the tea on the most iconic boy bands. The documentary, titled Larger Than Life: Reign of the Boy Bands, follows multiple key members of NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, and more. It will give fans an inside look on what it was like for these heartthrobs during the prime of their careers. But it's not all fun and fame. It also takes viewers through the group's lowest and toughest moments. In the trailer, Nick Lachey of 98 Degrees says, quote, "When you're in a boy band, you go through really, really hard times. But like we all know, nothing worthwhile comes easy, right? The documentary premieres on Paramount tomorrow, November 12th, and you can expect to see home videos, performances, and a lot of screaming girls. These boys need to quit playing games with our hearts and reunite for an epic world tour so I can relive my iPod Nano days in real life. Well, it's time for me to say bye-bye-bye to you adoring music fans. Until we meet again, we're going to take you on a short break. Don't go anywhere.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Stranger Things fans, get ready. New details have dropped about the highly anticipated fifth and final season of the hit show. The series creators, the Duffer Brothers, teased some major surprises and new cast additions, including Linda Hamilton, yes, Sarah Connor from Terminator, who will bring an intense new energy to Hawkins, Indiana. And now a teaser clip released by the Stranger Things Instagram account reveals the lineup of episode titles for the final season. We'll start with The Crawl, followed by The Vanishing Of, The Turnboat Trap, Sorcerer, Shock Jock, and Escape from Chasmtaz. Next up is The Bridge, and finally, The Right Side Up. Will Byers, played by actor Noah Schnapp, reminisced on his time and sentiments for the show's final season.
So I'm here to show you one last tour. So it's kind of sentimental because I started in this exact tent when I was 10 years old, and now 10 years later I'm turning 20. So it's sad to say goodbye.
The final season promises to be the biggest yet, with epic battles, emotional goodbyes, and closure for each character. While details are under wraps, fans can expect high stakes as the characters face their biggest challenge in the Upside Down. But don't worry, the Duffer Brothers are aiming for a satisfying ending. The show is expected to return to Netflix in 2025, so grab your Eggo waffles and get ready for one last trip to the Upside Down.
Music legend Quincy Jones dies at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy that transformed the world of music. On November 3rd, the renowned producer and composer passed away peacefully in his Bel Air home, surrounded by his family. Jones is widely known for his brilliant work with icons like Ray Charles and Frank Sinatra. His magic touch on albums turned them into timeless classics, shaping the sounds of generations. In a statement, his family shared that while their hearts are broken, they are also celebrating his extraordinary life and contribution to music.
You know, Addison, it really is sad how we've lost so many celebrities over the past couple weeks.
It really is. The music world is bleeding. But on a happier note, next up, our Miami mashup team shows you how one Miami Silks class is taking fitness off the ground. Let's take a look.
Legs extend. At this Miami studio, fitness is reaching new heights. This is not your typical yoga class.
Today, we decided to flip our fitness routine upside down. Literally.
That's right, we're here at Break Free Movement to try out some aerial yoga, where we'll swing, hang, and stretch in the air.
I mean, how hard can it really be? No.
Break Free Movement is redefining the way people experience yoga by taking it off the mat and into the air.
Aerial yoga combines traditional yoga poses with the use of a suspended hammock, also known as a silk, allowing participants to flow through movements while building strength, flexibility, and balance.
It's just different. So instead of like using the ground to help you get into poses, you're using things like silks and gravity to go deeper or differently into poses.
The class began on the ground, using the silks for gentle stretching and strength training. Once everyone was warmed up and comfortable, the instructor took class into the air, even encouraging participants to push their limits with flips and aerial tricks.
Safety is number one, and knowing that they're safe, like in this house, even though they've never done it before. So you have to bring in that energy of trust.
You don't need me.
The class not only challenges the body, but strengthens the mind. It allows participants to practice mind-body connectedness, become fully rooted in themselves, and gain a sense of boldness and courage.
Everyone can do it. You know, there's a stigma of like, oh, I'm not flexible, I'm not good enough, I'm not skinny enough. I'm like, no, you can do it.
If Gracie and I were able to do it, then surely anyone can.
Exactly. We were able to test out the silks for ourselves by trying out some aerial poses. Let's just say it's much harder than it looks.
Beautiful. Look up towards your feet, reach in between your thighs, unwrap your legs, and take your time to bring it down.
Oh my god.
You did it!
I'm really scared.
I got you.
Okay.
You're gonna roll forward. Keep this knee bent.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
You did it. That's it.
Oh, that was it.
But next time, don't let go of your hand.
Okay.
There you go.
I was so scared.
Good job.
Try something new. I think it's important. We often get stuck in a rut and life can get really boring. It can kind of be a drag. So getting off your feet, hanging upside down for a minute might change things up, shake things up in a way that could really make a difference.
I'm a huge fan of hot yoga, but this was unlike anything I've ever done before.
Yeah, I know I broke a sweat. If you want to take your workout routine to new heights, you need to come here. For UMTV, I'm Gracie Herberholt.
And I'm Madeline Darby.
Next up, our A-List Insider team has dirt to spill. Take it away, ladies.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back to A-List Insider. I'm Melissa Beatty.
And I'm Maria Regina Mendoza. Let's get straight to the gossip.
Attention Upper East Siders, Chuck Bass, aka Ed Westwick, is going to be a dad.
Westwick and his wife Amy Jackson expect their first baby together.
The couple got married 2 months ago at a lavish wedding ceremony at the Castello di Rocco Cilento, a 5-star hotel located inside a walled-off castle in Rocco Cilento, Italy, near the Amalfi Coast.
They announced the pregnancy with a series of photos in an Instagram post on October the 31st.
In one picture, Westwick sweetly cradles his wife's stomach.
While this is his first child, this is Amy's second. She has a 4-year-old son, Andreas, who she had with her ex, George Panayetto.
Could fatherhood be the one thing to finally tame NYC's most notorious playboy, or is it just another plot twist in the Bass saga? Only time will tell. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Now on to a newly separated pair.
Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum officially call it quits after 3 years together.
If you have been waiting on the details on what went wrong in Tatum and Kravitz's relationship, look no further.
According to People magazine, multiple sources confirm that the couple called off their engagement because, quote, they haven't been on the same page and grew apart.
The two first became an item after working together on Kravitz's feature directorial debut, Blink Twice, in which Tatum started.
Once the project ended, they realized they were on different pages with what they wanted, causing the relationship to fizzle fast after their press tour wrapped.
Kravitz and Tatum are opposites, but they always bonded over their love for the art and film, which is what held them together.
That said, there's still a whole lot of love between them, and the breakup was amicable, which is good news considering they're about to star in a movie together.
Well, that's all the time we have for A-List Insiders. It's now time for another quick break.
The drama continues when we return. Pulse will be right back.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Welcome back to Pulse. After a historically long trial, rapper Jeffrey Williams, known as Young Thug, walks free, but it comes with strict conditions. The Atlanta rapper was sentenced to time served plus 15 years of probation after spending over 900 days in custody. He faced serious charges including firearm possession and street gang activity, allegedly linking him to the YSL group in Atlanta, which he denied. His plea agreement kept him from a potential 120-year prison sentence, but his release comes with some tight restrictions. The judge ordered him to leave Metro Atlanta for the first 10 years of his probation, with allowances only for family events like weddings or funerals.
If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you might just get a new reason to head to the theaters. Warner Brothers has some exciting plans for Westeros. Warner Brothers is reportedly in early talks to develop a Game of Thrones movie. And while there is no writer, no director, and no cast confirmed just yet, the project is part of Warner Brothers' bigger push to expand their most popular franchises. The original series dominated TV from 2011 to 2019, winning 59 Emmys and holding a massive fan base. Although plot details are not public yet, this film could explore more of Westeros and follow the success of prequels like The House of the Dragon. There is no doubt that fans will be ready to bend the knee and return to Westeros when it hits the big screen. While it stays hot in here in Miami, winter is coming on strong to the theaters. Stay tuned for more.
And now our Fashion Frenzy team talks all things designer. Let's take a look at their time in Miami's design district.
Hi, I'm Lauren Harrington.
And I'm Sydney Roberts, and welcome back to Fashion Frenzy.
We are here in the heart of Miami at Design District to get to know a little bit more about the Miami fashion culture.
Come along with us to get a true sense of that real Miami style.
The Design District is known for its bold architecture and cutting-edge fashion. With its blend of high-end brands, artistic vibes, and a little bit of street style, it's the perfect spot to see how Miami's fashion scene comes to life.
Today we're here with
Layla McGrady.
All right, Layla, so what do you have on today from head to toe?
Okay, so my hat is Palm Angels. My hoodie is Fear of God Essentials. My skirt is from Jean Vintage. And my shoes, I'm not really sure.
What are your favorite brands or stores? Where are you shopping today?
So I actually just came back from Tory Burch, but I think my favorite brand would have to be Diesel for sure.
And last question is, who or what influences your style and the way that you dress?
I'm really interested and influenced by street style. So when it comes to public figures who dress well in that category, that's kind of what I get my inspo by.
From Palm Angels to Diesel, it's clear Layla's style is all about mixing high fashion with street influences, a style you'll see a lot of here in Miami.
What stores have you shopped at today?
We went to Celine, Prada, because we were searching for the bag, and actually my friend bought a pair of shoes in Celine, so I'm personally thinking about Balenciaga, because you can see like it's more of my style.
Yes, I love Balenciaga as well. Yeah. And speaking of your style, what would you say influences your style? Do you have a certain kind of style?
I think for sure it's like Instagram and all these influencers and all that, but I don't know, sometimes you just feel it because Miu Miu right now, right? Prada and other brands like, I don't know, Diesel. Mm-hmm. They became really like popular, so I'm really, I don't know, influenced by all these people or these vibes.
Right.
So, yeah.
Her style is all about mixing high-end luxury with a touch of street flair. Influencers on Instagram are big inspirations, with brands like Miu Miu and Diesel shaping her unique look.
What are your favorite brands? Where do you plan on shopping today?
Chanel, of course.
Amazing.
Love Chanel.
Awesome. And last question is, who or what influences your style and the way that you dress?
I love Caroline Fleming. Do you know Caroline Fleming? She's Danish royalty. I love her style. You have to look her up. I also love Vivienne Westwood.
Vanessa's style is a perfect blend of sophistication and timeless luxury, with a nod to iconic designers like Vivienne Westwood and the refined elegance of Chanel.
I'm here with
Joey.
And Joey, what are you wearing today? Tell us a little bit more about your outfit.
I'm wearing a Savant Chase hoodie, represent, some Jordans. Now gotta make it pop a little bit, and some simple shorts. Now I'm crazy.
I love it. I love it. And then the last question is, what would you say influences your style?
I go simple, but usually like my bottom, I go simple, but then my shoes or my top, I like to make it more pop a little bit.
It's clear that he's all about combining simplicity with statement pieces. He loves to keep the bottom half of his outfit simple and let the shoes or the top do the talking.
We hope you enjoyed learning about Miami fashion culture just as much as we did here at Design District.
But that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you guys next time on Fashion Frenzy.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, ladies, and welcome back, everyone, to Critics Corner. I'm your host, Johnny Mushin, alongside John-Luc Boani and Sabo Delgado. Folks, the internet has gone wild with controversy after TikToker Josh Richards and Barstool president Dave Portnoy released a new diss track on country star Zach Bryan. The duo, known for their BFFs podcast on Barstool, teamed up to diss the country singer. They stated the reason for this diss track was to throw shade at the country singer's breakup with Brianna Chicken Fry LaPaglia. The video shows them dressed up as cops with Tom Selleck-like mustaches. Now, first off, the BFFs podcast, it's a 50-year-old man from Boston, and Josh Richards, who's a 25-year-old, freshly 25-year-old TikToker. Saba, let's talk a little about that dynamic. What do you think about that?
Well, first off, their whole dynamic is just so uninteresting to me. I mean, a 50-year-old man and a guy twice his age talking about their meaningless man-child views on the world. I just don't see what could be appealing to people.
Oh my God, absolutely brutal. So I assume you're not a fan of the podcast?
No.
Not at all? Okay, well, let's talk about this diss track a little bit. John-Luc, let's talk about this. They made a diss track about Zach Bryan. What do you think about it?
I just really think the whole diss track idea was stupid. I think it's an immature way of dealing with the breakup. And I mean, they can defend Brianna all they want because what happened to her was truly awful. Like, Zach Bryan treated her horribly. But I just think, like, it's not 2016. We don't need to make diss tracks anymore.
I mean, who are they? Are they one of the Paul brothers right now? It's absolutely terrible. Well, I mean, I guess I have a question for both of you. So, a lot of controversy with Zach Bryan, with these two TikTokers. But who do you think is really going to benefit more? Is it going to be Zach Bryan or the BFFs podcast? We'll start with Saba. Who do you think is coming out worse in this situation?
Neither. I think my girl Brianna is going to come out the best out of all of this.
And John-Luc?
I agree 100%. I mean, Brianna got to speak a lot about.
Well, that's all we have to speak about right now. Also, what I'm best at, ending the segment. So we thank you all for joining us today on Critics Corner. We will see you after a short break.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that and make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Where you at? On the way out. In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Hi guys, welcome back to Keep It Current. November is underway and we have plenty to keep you entertained this month. Miami's music scene is on fire and it's about to get even hotter. Shakira makes her way to Miami this month. The Colombian pop star is expected to perform 2 nights at the Casella Center, November 20th and 21st. You can expect a night filled with dancing, singing, and probably losing your voice. We all know her hips don't lie, and it is no lie that this concert is going to be the time of your life. Now, if music isn't your jam, no worries. The world's largest beach polo event officially makes a return to Miami. Located in Collins Park, the Miami Beach Polo World Cup takes place from November 14th through the 17th. Attendees can expect to watch exciting polo matches over a span of 4 days. With over 120 horses and 8 featured international teams, this is going to be a series of matches that you won't want to miss. Now, if this sounds like too much fun, don't wait to buy your tickets. All general admission tickets are free to the public. But if you want something more exclusive, you can get yourself an all-access VIP ticket. This includes access to the lounge along with food and beverage services throughout the entire weekend. So grab your boots and get ready to saddle up. This is a weekend that you won't want to miss. But speaking of food, Layla Pettis and I got to see how UMiami students make big marks on the food industry. Check it out. University of Miami students are not just talented academically, but also creative outside the classroom, specifically the kitchen. We dove into the vibrant world of 2 UM student-run food businesses, and we'll take you behind the scenes to discover the hard work and passion that fuel these young entrepreneurs.
Hi, I'm Lauren Tomac.
And I'm Layla Pettis.
And today we're checking out some meal prep options from Reliables.
Let's go dish it out.
Reliables is a meal prep company that is dedicated to making healthy eating both accessible and reliable. We spoke with the owner of Reliables, Aiden Friedson, and he shared his love behind the business and his motive for creating it.
So I was cooking at my apartment at the Standard in Coral Gables. For myself, I was meal prepping all the time, trying to stay in shape, trying to balance the busy schedule I had at school. I had a friend come over when I was cooking one time, and he tried the food, and he was like, wow, can you do this for me? And then right there, that's how the business was kind of born, and it just grew really quickly.
With a fresh menu each week, college students are guaranteed to enjoy a variety of meals and never get bored. Not only is the food cooked to perfection, but it's delivered straight to students' doorsteps.
Okay, so next I'm trying one of their chicken quesadillas. Let's try it out. Going for a big bite.
Ooh.
Okay, I can't lie, that's actually really good. Layla, I can't believe how delicious those meals were. They definitely are a time saver for any college student.
Lauren, I know. I don't know how these students do it, but let's go check out our next student-run business, Pressure Kitchen.
College life often means a quick meal in between classes or grabbing something convenient. But what if you could get a taste of home right here on campus? UM student Sade Bagut is changing the college dining scene with Pressure Kitchen.
What made me start Pressure Kitchen was mainly because I wanted to bring different type of dishes to the UM campus, especially people who were so used to dining halls. People who didn't feel like cooking, people wanted different type of taste in their mouth, and I just brought that.
Many students say King's food is more than just a meal. It's a taste of home.
So I think it's very different because it's home cooked, and some people who are away from home, they probably miss having that home cooked meal. So I think it just gives that homey feel and a lot of flavor. So it's really good.
Students can pre-order a soul food meal and pick it up right on campus.
Alrighty, so we are about to try some Cajun shrimp salmon with some cheesy broccoli and mashed potatoes.
Okay, ready?
Cheers! I just had a big bite of the shrimp, and when I tell you, cooked to perfection, I will say. Well, if you're looking for some food with soul, Pressure Kitchen is definitely here to serve it up.
I definitely will be looking out for both of those menus.
For UMTV, I'm Layla Pettis.
And I'm Lauren Tomac.
Thanks for joining us. We're out of time here at the desk, but we've got more content to keep your heart rates pumping.
Follow our Instagram at UMTV Pulse and join us in 2 weeks for another episode. Bye.